Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis recently shared some unfortunate news, and WWE has already been informed about the situation. Fast forward to a few hours later, and Aldis has an update on what happened. The former TNA World Champion announced on Instagram that his official Twitter account was hacked on Wednesday. There were a bunch of suspicious posts on it, which included the promotion of a fake cryptocurrency called $WWE coin. He urged his followers to disregard any post from the account until the matter was resolved. In a follow-up Instagram story on early Thursday, Nick Aldis was happy to announce that he has recovered his X account and has access to it again. To officially confirm that he's the only one using his X account, Aldis tweeted this: Nick Aldis uses his X account to promote his duties as SmackDown General Manager. He usually makes announcements on the social media platform on a regular basis. In addition to being hired as an on-screen talent to serve as the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis is also a backstage producer for WWE. Aldis puts together certain matches on the show, whether it's on the main card, dark matches, or tape shows. Speaking to Chris Van Vliet on Insight last November, Aldis revealed that he has 2 contracts with the company. He has one for his on-screen GM role as a talent, and the second one as an employee for being a producer. Check out the video below. Aldis also talked about returning to the ring. He is open to the idea and stays ready for any possibilities. He's only 38 years old, younger than the likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, and so many other top stars. In a world of professional wrestling, where storylines blur the line between reality and fiction, it's often difficult to separate the real from the scripted. The recent news that has shocked WWE fans and industry insiders alike revolves around the unfortunate health crisis that has severely impacted WWE SmackDown General Manager, a role held by one of the most recognizable figures in the industry. The news has left fans wondering what the future holds for the SmackDown brand, especially considering how vital the role of the GM is in maintaining the order and progression of the show. However, amidst this crisis, one of wrestling's more prominent figures, Nick Aldis, has broken his silence to share a huge update. Aldis, known for his in-ring prowess as well as his ability to engage with audiences through compelling promos, has quickly become one of the most respected names in the business. But it is not just his ability in the squared circle that has captured the attention of many. His thoughts on the current wrestling landscape are often insightful and profound, offering a glimpse into the reality behind the curtains of WWE. In this detailed report, we'll dive into the unfortunate news that rocked WWE SmackDown, examine Aldis' response, and explore what this means for both the future of the show and his own career. The shocking news: WWE SmackDown GM's unfortunate health crisis. It all began when an unexpected announcement from WWE management sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. The SmackDown general manager, who had been at the forefront of many critical storylines, faced a sudden and serious health crisis. Speculation began to swirl immediately regarding the specifics of the situation, though WWE, as is typical in such cases, remained tight-lipped about the details, fueling further curiosity. Fans had become accustomed to seeing the GM figure as a backbone of WWE's SmackDown programming. The role of GM, though occasionally filled by a rotating cast of characters, had seen its most recent occupant take center stage in numerous angles involving both established stars and rising talent. With the GM serving as an authority figure, often involved in making match decisions, setting up feuds, and maintaining order, the news that the GM would be stepping away due to health concerns was met with a mix of surprise and concern. While WWE has made efforts to push forward with the show in the absence of this key figure, it became clear that SmackDown was experiencing some growing pains in this transition period. Fans began to question who could possibly fill such a crucial role moving forward, and whether or not the show would be able to maintain the same level of success in the GM's absence. Nick Aldis' response: a huge update for SmackDown fans. As rumors and uncertainties continued to swirl around WWE SmackDown, Nick Aldis took to social media to provide some clarity on the situation, offering a huge update that had fans buzzing. In a heartfelt message, Aldis acknowledged the gravity of the news, but also reassured his fans and the wrestling community that there was hope for a resolution. Aldis has always been a professional who understands the intricacies of the wrestling world. With years of experience in promotions such as TNA, now Impact Wrestling, NWA, and various other organizations, Aldis has seen firsthand the challenges of balancing storylines, talent management, and fan engagement. His thoughtful approach to his own career, combined with his experience working in multiple top promotions, made him an ideal voice to weigh in on the ongoing developments. I know the news surrounding the GM of SmackDown is unsettling for fans. Aldis began in his social media update. But let's not forget that this is an industry that thrives on overcoming adversity. I've worked in many different environments, and I've seen what happens when you trust the process, rally together, and keep pushing forward. The WWE roster is filled with incredible talents, and while this setback is unfortunate, I have no doubt that the team will find a way to move forward. Aldis further went on to express his personal thoughts on leadership, both in wrestling and in life. The role of a GM is critical, not just because of the matches or the storylines, but because that person provides the vision and structure necessary for a show to thrive. But leadership isn't just about being the loudest voice or being in charge. It's about leading by example, staying calm under pressure, and working collaboratively with the people around you. He continued, offering a silver lining to the SmackDown faithful. The beauty of professional wrestling is that it has always been about evolving. The right person will step into this role, and when they do, SmackDown will continue to be a must-watch show. We'd all want the best for this brand, and we will see it bounce back stronger than ever. The bigger picture. The impact of the GM role in WWE SmackDown. Before diving into potential candidates for the GM role, it's important to understand the significance of this position within WWE's framework, particularly on SmackDown. While Raw has often been seen as the flagship show of WWE, SmackDown has carved out its own unique identity over the years, largely due to the leadership and direction provided by the GM role. SmackDown's general manager is responsible for creating storylines, ensuring matchups are compelling, and most importantly, keeping the show's momentum flowing. When done right, the GM can elevate talent, create long-term storytelling arcs, and even be a catalyst for unforgettable moments. Whether it was Teddy Long making tag team matches or Daniel Bryan's fiery authority in his tenure, the SmackDown GM position has historically been about more than just overseeing the show. It's been about cultivating the essence of what SmackDown represents. In the absence of this figure, WWE SmackDown has struggled to find a smooth direction, with several bouts feeling forced or lacking in organic build. The spontaneous announcements, chaotic matches, and even lack of continuity in the storytelling have left fans feeling like something is missing. Who will step into the role? With the future of WWE SmackDown uncertain, many fans began speculating on who might take over the role of GM in the wake of this unexpected health crisis. Would WWE choose to continue the pattern of rotating authority figures? Or would they go in a completely new direction with someone like Nick Aldis at the helm, though? It is still too early to say whether Aldis himself will take on such a responsibility. The update from the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion opened the door to the possibility. He has the presence, the experience, and the leadership qualities that are crucial for any GM. His strong promotional skills and his understanding of storytelling within the wrestling world could make him an ideal candidate for the role. Moreover, Aldis' recent success as a performer and his rapport with fans might make him a natural fit, bringing a level of authenticity and authority to the role that would be welcomed by many. However, it's important to recognize that WWE typically looks for specific attributes in its authority figures. Whether it's someone with a strong in-ring presence or a name that will bring added credibility to the position, WWE has a unique way of picking these individuals. Given Aldis' prominent position in the wrestling industry and his ties to the NWA, It remains to be seen if WWE would want to take the step of bringing him in for such a key role, particularly considering that he's also a very strong independent brand. Aldis' vision for SmackDown. A glimpse into the future. When Nick Aldis shared his thoughts on SmackDown's future, it wasn't just an update on the current situation. It was also an insight into how he views the business as a whole, and what steps could be taken to help SmackDown return to its former glory. Aldis has long been a proponent of creating strong long-term storytelling that connects with fans on an emotional level, and he suggested that this is exactly what the brand needs moving forward. WWE has an incredible roster, Aldis said, but what really sets the great shows apart from the rest is the storytelling. It's about creating moments that make people care. We need to go back to the basics, stories that captivate the audience and keep them coming back week after week. Whether it's through feuds, alliances, or surprise twists, we need to give the fans a reason to invest. In essence, Aldis is advocating for a shift in how WWE books its programming, focusing less on the spectacle and more on the emotional investment that fans make in the characters and their journeys. This is a principle that has been successfully employed by several top wrestling promotions, and if implemented correctly, it could breathe new life into the SmackDown brand. Conclusion: the road ahead for SmackDown and Nick Aldis. The news of WWE SmackDown GM's health crisis has rocked the wrestling world, but it's clear that Nick Aldis is offering a much-needed sense of hope. His insights and commitment to professional wrestling are exactly what SmackDown needs right now. While the road ahead may be uncertain, Aldis' message reminds us that in wrestling, just like in life, setbacks are temporary. The key is to adapt, persevere, and move forward. As for the future of the GM role and Aldis' potential involvement, only time will tell. However, one thing is certain: with the passion, drive, and vision that Aldis brings to the table, WWE SmackDown is in good hands, no matter who ultimately takes on the task of leading the show. Fans can rest assured that the show will continue to evolve, overcome challenges, and remain an integral part of the wrestling world. The question now is who will be the one to steer the ship into the next chapter, and whether that will be Nick Aldis himself. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.